what's up guys? Welcome back to another Big Finish Doctor Who review. This time I'm reviewing the second instalment of the 13th Doctor Adventures range, The Return of the Doctor. Now, the title is, I'll admit, probably would have been more fitting as episode 1, but it does technically make sense to the plot, although they probably could have come up with something a bit different. Regardless, this will be a spoiler-free review unless you hadn't already seen. I mean, I don't know how you would have missed it, but regardless, I do these short, snappy, just basically to help you decide if it's worth picking up or not. So yeah, this story, it's an interesting one. I will read the description, as I usually do, and yeah, just, it's definitely an interesting one compared to last week. The synopsis reads, having saved the peaceful Zarians from an evil alien threat, the Doctor and Yaz sail off to their next adventure, only this time Yaz wonders if they're moving on or running away. Convincing a grudging Doctor to return to the planet, they are shocked to find the Zarians in turmoil. What did the Doctor do? Why is the city in ruins? And what is that voice in Yaz's head? So from that description, it's vague. It says a lot, but it also doesn't say much. This episode pretty much existed as conflict between Yaz and the Doctor, but there was a reason for it. She wasn't just like at the start you don't realise why, and then you soon eventually as the story goes on realise, oh okay, this is part of the plot. Now I don't think what I've just said is spoilery, but I mean I can't literally, if I wanted to do a spoiler-free review that was really short, I'd just say yes it's good or yes it's bad, and then it'd be over in 3 seconds. I don't mean that short. Point is, it's a key part of the plot. She's really not happy with the Doctor, but there is a reason. I won't spoil that because it is an integral part of the story. Now, as for the actual main plot, it's quite simple. Does it feel slow? I don't really know. The pacing was at points slow, but at points fast. There was an awful lot. I think the problem with this story, the problem I have is that it was just a lot of exposition, a lot of talking. Obviously, the audio dramas have to be talking, but it just felt a little bit not very engaging. It wasn't... let's just say I certainly prefer episode 1, Vampire Weekend, and I didn't actually review that on this channel, so I guess you wouldn't know, but I gave that... Let me check, because I have the IMDb page up. Yeah, I gave that an 8 out of 10. I actually did a little written review on there, which I guess you can find if you'd like to go and see that. But, yeah, I don't know. That was just a little more engaging and just a better plot, in my opinion. I've gave this one a 7 out of 10, and that's being generous on the first listen. I will probably do another listen, but yeah, it's not a very strong main story. In my opinion, I wasn't a massive fan. A positive, though, is the very final scene, as you do get in audio dramas. It gives a good opportunity for some forgiveness if there was some conflict, and yeah, we do get exactly that. And it's a sort of scene that I'm sure a lot of us would have loved to have seen in the Chibnall era in live action, as obviously certain scenes in the Chibnall era, like the one where she says, I'm socially awkward to Graham when he's just emotionally opened up to, it didn't do wonders for her character. So little things like that in these audios I think is definitely going to help, and I don't see them stopping anytime soon. So yeah, let's just say this story, it made an interesting character dynamic between Yaz and the Doctor, but apart from that, it's nothing special. You can pick it up. I'd say for this one, if you're a casual listener and you don't care if you don't pick up every story and you just want to pick up the ones that interest you, you can do that because this range is released, they're individually, there's no box sets. So if you're a casual fan, I'd say, you're not that bothered. It's not exactly a story worth buying for the story, so I wouldn't pick it up if you were that. But if you are a big fan of 13th Doctor and Yaz, or just want more from them in general, which is me, then yeah, I would pick it up if you were a fan of them, like, actively, and you wanted more, because there are plenty of moments in this that do make that side of it worth it. But yeah, just, I think if you're not really bothered by the two, then this story isn't exactly the best story in the world, and it's not worth picking up just for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. I've given it, as I've said, a 7 out of 10. What did you think? If you have listened, I'd love to know in the comments below. I do not think my opinion is gospel, so yeah. I will be reviewing episode 3 as of recording this. I'm literally recording it the afternoon of the day that it came out, so as of yet, there is no title or cover art. But regardless, I will be reviewing that when it comes out, and I will be reviewing next month's second instalment of the 9th Doctor Adventure range, which is The Last Days of the Powerless State, which does really look very interesting. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one, so let's hope it's good, because it's releasing, obviously, in October, and it seems to be sort of Halloween horror based, and we've not really had that with The Ninth Doctor and Rose in live action. Yes, okay, The Empty Child and stuff, but, like, you know, I'm very interested by it. Very, very interested. So, yeah, keep your eyes out for that one. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.